All right, welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans, right here on the Twitch and on the YouTube and wherever you get your podcast audio worldwide, baby. We got the full crew here tonight. Alicia will be in momentarily. She was here a little bit ago. She had to step away. But we got Bill live from Dallas, Texas, baby.
Technically Garland, but Dallas area.
Hey, close enough.
Listen.
Um, so, um, number one, here we go. We got Alicia back. There we go. Now we got the full crew.
A special entrance. Or a special lady.
Da-da-da-da.
Look, I got pyro.
Yes. She's got the lights. Oh,
there you go. Big pyro.
Kaboom.
AMC debut.
There we
go. TNI budget is out of hand.
Getting paid. So yeah, welcome everyone. We are in a new era now. We're going to be talking TNA that was live tonight, January 15th, from Dallas, Texas. And on a new network, night one, new network. Couple hiccups, we'll talk about it. But on AMC Live. So, number one thing that we did find out, it was not live on AMC Plus. My guess is the rerun will be on AMC Plus in a day. Like tomorrow morning, you wake up, boom, it'll be there. That's my guess. So, we were just joking about this, that Bill didn't have to worry about this because he was there live. But a few minutes into the show, feed on TNA Plus went out. And like I said, when I was live here, I was like, hey, someone tripped over the cord. Someone plug it back in. Come on, damn it. So we lost about 5-10 minutes of the show, but it was just during the start of the first match. But we're going to jump into all things TNA tonight. We're going to go over the first episode in this new era. We're going to talk about the surprises we got, the new faces we saw, some older faces that came back, and we were like, what? What are they doing here? We even had a hug it out session. We had everything and anything, and we'll throw our opinions out there. But number one, Bill, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing very good, J-Bone. A big night, history-making night here in the land of TNA Nation, as the phenomenal one would say. And it was it was good. I think they checked all the boxes for a debut. Had some surprises. Had obviously 2 title changes. I think you're set, and we'll go over details, but
right.
I think how they delivered it, because if you noticed between matches and segments, they focused on each division. With the history of TNA for people that may never have even watched the product, or the fans that used to watch the product that maybe are coming back again due to access. Right. And I think that was a good way to go about it. It's like, hey, we're giving you a show, but here's a reminder: X division, world title, the champions, the knockouts, just kind of kicking all those topics and letting them know this is who's been here, this is who's here now, and this is the future.
Yeah. And we also have Alicia here tonight. How you doing?
Me, hi, I'm here. I'm good. How are you?
We're good.
How are you both?
I'm stoked. I was all emotional, like right at the top of the feed of the show. I was like, giddy. Like I jokingly said, I'm giddy like a little schoolgirl. I was all emotional, and it just, oh man, think I got too excited because then all of a sudden, right after that, the feed went out. It was like, oh,
yeah, that was a bummer.
Yeah.
Especially because we had no alternative means to watch it other than on the app. So
yeah. So I went because I have Spectrum. Some of you may have Spectrum. Some of you may have other streaming services that you watch AMC through or whatever. If you don't watch it on TNA Plus, so I was scrambling to get the cable feed from my Spectrum website, which basically looks like the feed looks like a 1960s TV, all pixelated, like it's like it's supposed to be HD, what 1080, HD, all this stuff, and my feed looked like 240. It was like it was horrible. So when the TNA Plus kicked back in, I'm like, oh, HD, it looks great again. Thank you. But yeah, so before we start dropping our opinions on this, that, and going through results and surprises and everything, I want to recognize Bell's Boy with a super chat here. Says TNA finally got it right. Santana's champ again. The inspiration are gone. We'll get into it. Yeah, we'll get into it. I will get into it. Danny Luna and Leon Slater can't make Genesis, and this show resembled a WWE show more than a TNA show with too many fillers and hardly any matches. So that's an opinion. Okay, all right, but thank you for the super chat. And there's going to be mixed opinions. I saw some online, and there was all sorts of mixed opinions while I was live doing the live reaction. So, and I'm very thankful for everyone who stopped by. Had some great numbers tonight. I'm just double checking the chat, making sure I'm not missing any others. But by all means, thank you for the super chats. The super chats are there. The memberships are live. We've been talking more and more about getting some different content on there. It's in the works. I couldn't do it over the holidays. I was very sick. But everyone's healthy again, so we're getting there. But thank you everyone for being here. So, and like I usually do, we were talking about in a live reaction, like, what we're eating and drinking. Because I hadn't done a live reaction since before Christmas. So I had some pizza tonight, and I had a soda. But now I'm enjoying a little beer ski. I found this at my store the other day. This is a Superior alcohol-free brew. This is Michelob Ultra Zero, no alcohol, 39 calories, and it's lime. I have not had a lime beer in ages, and let me tell you, you want to keep your figure nice and slim and sexy, and have a little.
You're working on your bathing suit season already.
I am. I got to get that bikini bod back, or not really bikini bod. It's figure of speech, but
no, really though.
It's yummy. Light flavor, not too much lime, just enough sweet. Good stuff. So yeah, please, good, bad, everything out there, drop it in the chat. What did you think about the show tonight? Let us know your opinions as we go through stuff tonight. But all in all, make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button if you're new and you're digging the content. Ring that bell for notifications. And we're on audio too. So, and all the audios from this week are updated. It's sometimes a little wonky trying to upload those. It took me a while to upload our show from the other night. So if something looks out of order because you see the UK show and then ours from 2 nights ago, it wouldn't let me upload it, and it finally let me. So that's why that looks like that. There, don't be confused. There's no time traveling going on. So just traveling in general, right, Bill? So cheers, Bell's boy. Thank you. All right. So before we get into details, overall, did we enjoy the show? Let's go to Alicia first. What did? Oh, the pressure's on.
I thought it was all right.
Okay.
Some really good parts and some parts. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bill, you were there live. Number one, Bill, how is the crowd? Because the crowd always comes off different than, you get a different feel being there than what it comes off on camera. How is the crowd tonight?
I thought the crowd was pretty good. I have a feeling, because I'm already seeing some comments in the chat. I don't know if that's the same online. Like maybe it wasn't the loudest crowd, or wasn't just like off kilter for the whole show type thing. Which I'll go in the reasons for that. Because like Genesis obviously was in the same venue last year. But you got to remember, and it's different. The television program, especially a live television program, because I'll say the way TNA does TV or programming in general, they have how they do their taped shows, their taped Impact, their live Impact, and then obviously their pay-per-views. They're all very different.
Yeah.
And I think people want the same crowd reaction to a pay-per-view for a TV show.
Yeah.
And it's very different, because the thing with the live TV show, as even opposed to a taped TV show, the taped TV show is constant and never stops, because they're not taking breaks. The live TV show, they take commercial breaks. Right. And that does bring a crowd up and down. So, and obviously on especially a live show, and this is, I will agree, WWE does this a lot. WCW did it a lot. You get more live promos on live wrestling shows than you do, it feels, on taped wrestling shows. And then obviously you don't get almost any on a pay-per-view. It's just matches. So different reactions. Now, obviously someone that generates great heat or is a super over babyface can still get a huge crowd reaction in a promo. And there was some of those reactions tonight. Obviously we'll get to one, but one of my personal favorites was getting some heat tonight, unwarranted heat. But we'll get into that later.
We'll get there.
But then like you had like obviously someone we thought might have a spot here in TNA at some point that debuted as the co-director of Authority, and the quick switch to the heel character got good heat. But once again, like I think it's different expectations. Like if you're looking for people to go crazy off the walls, they did during the main event. They did when AJ Styles came out, like for the big moments, but you're not going to have a crowd pop for everything.
Honestly, that's just a wrestling crowd.
Yeah, like if you have a small venue where you just have a bunch of diehards, maybe you can accomplish something similar. But when you have a more casual crowd that are maybe checking it out, that aren't as familiar with a lot of it, that's what you're going to have, which is fine, totally fine. So I thought overall it was pretty, like, I have no complaints. Like I didn't look around and go, oh, like I need more out of this or more out of that. Like I said, you need to bring it during the main event. Brought it during the Hardys, Elijah match against Order 4.
Good opener.
So no, I thought most of the reactions were all there. But I think just like with everything else, if you set up yourself for great expectations, which people will always do, you're going to get some reactions that it didn't live up to them because you may have had expectations that may not have been there. Not to say, because once again, I think this is going to be a multi-week thing. Like, I think you're going to get Genesis surprises. I think you're going to get Albuquerque surprises. I think there's going to be a rollout because they don't want to just pop a rating on a debut. I was talking to people there. They want to they want to start out good, but they want to build on that. Like, they don't want the debut to be oh, this is our big number that we're going to chase for 6 months. They want to be better week 2 than they were week 1.
Yeah. Just reading some stuff in the chat. Some interesting.
Everyone's very opinionated tonight.
Yeah, and that's we want to see it all. Good or bad, ugly, whatever.
Word vomit.
Yeah, I know, because there was some explosion films before the show went live, and Carlos and Tommy both came out and just kind of gave a little speech before the show was going live. And one of the things that was said was the visa issues. And I'm not talking your credit card. The visa issues entering the country are an issue with a number of roster members right now.
Yeah.
And that's and we heard later how it's affecting a match, obviously. Well, it's affecting 2 matches at Genesis.
A couple big ones. Yeah.
So that's a factor right now too. So that was, I think, a pretty last minute, I don't know, 36, 48 hours type. They had to deal with this week. So they had to do a little bit of a pivot. But once again, it's wrestling. That's what happens. Things always change. Card is subject to change.
Cards, exactly. Cards subject to change.
So sometimes you just got to deal with it. Got to roll with the punches.
And there was stuff that we heard earlier this week that Leon Slater was going to get pulled from WWE for the European tour. Well, maybe there was some truth to that, because now if he is in the UK and he was home for a while and he can't get back to the US because of visa issues, well, maybe he can do part of the European tour for a week and then come back when he's able to. Maybe
it sounds there was, once again, never pay for a dirt sheet. It's not worth it. Save your money. Buy something better. Because there might be a little sliver of truth, but then it's spun with an agenda. And that's kind of what you see. And obviously, as TNA is gaining this momentum, which is great to see, but I was there. Many were there during the Spike days when all the dirt sheets, all the people out there were throwing stones at TNA, because that was by far the number 2 company in the world. So they were always taking their pot shots. And it feels like the ones that when they thought they weren't competition were kind of rooting for them. But now that they're where they're at with this TV deal, now everyone, you see they're starting to come around again and being let's try to poke some holes in them, try to spin some narratives. But we're TNA. We don't care.
Exactly.
We thrive on the underdog and people not liking us.
So I'm seeing some stuff in the chat about some drama that happened post-show.
The Grassy?
And
it went there? It seriously went there.
Anyway, so it looks like Nick Nemeth was there, and this footage is on the Twitter now, probably also on the Facebook as well. Looked like he was going to cash in. It looks like I can't play it because it's their footage, but just saying what's going on here. Santana jumps out of the ring. He's fighting with Nemeth. Nemeth has this shitty grin on his face, yeah, I'm here to ruin your day. Security comes down, breaks him up. He's ripping off his jacket. Santino's down there. Everyone's being separated.
Little J-Bone play-by-play.
At Genesis. So it's going to be a rematch. Oh, they're getting boos. So
This is real time with J-Bone here. I love it.
I'm trying to pause this. I'm not able to pause it. So Santana's going to face Kazarian in a rematch. The crowd is booing. Everyone's still being separated.
Security is, well, man, they got some. They're securing.
They got some. They got some good security out there, man. This is better than WWE security. Wait, is that the Winker? No, the Winker's not out there.
No Winkers.
What?
No, I think that's the Winkers.
JB going deep
shit!
Right now.
Oh shit! It's gonna be a Texas death match.
There you go. JB's getting up to speed. He's almost there.
Oh, and here comes Daria Ray, and we'll get into the introduction of Daria Ray in a bit, but she came back out. Oh, they are not liking her. Oh, she is just a snotty bitch. She says, You're not the only one in charge anymore. Oh, God. Oh, she's going to make one little change.
Little change?
Nick Nemeth is going to be the special guest referee. Oh, he's got a big-ass smile on his face.
Break out the striped shirt.
So he could screw with the match as much as he wants to, and
he's the ref. He can do what he wants.
He's the ref, and
he'll call right down the middle.
Oh, he's going to call it. He's going to call it.
He could call his shot right down the middle.
Oh, here comes Santana. He's in the ring. He's holding up his title. He is pissed, but he's like, let's go, man. He's like, right here, man. Texas death match tomorrow, or not tomorrow, excuse me, Saturday. Oh,
it's not
been a while since we had a Texas death match. Oh, and there's Nick. He just slowly grabbed his cup and he's slowly backing up, and his eyes did not leave Santana for a second. There you go. That's what happened post-show.
There you go.
All right. Very interesting.
I feel like I was there with your.
Yeah. You might as well have been there, Alicia. You had the play-by-play of a bone. The bone by play.
I can taste the non-alcoholic beer.
The lime.
The
lime. Put the lime in the Michelob and drink it up. That was corny as shit. I'm sorry. Anyways, so Daria. I'm already loving a Daria character because she's just
I love a good asshole.
She is gonna be the person you love to hate, and she's already doing it well because she flipped like that. We're gonna get into it. All right,
it's been
so
a while
let's start at
TNA had a heel authority figure.
Yeah, and Santino's great, but yeah, now let's.
So is she like his opposition? Like I guess
I guess they're working in tandem.
Oh, so It's gonna be like the angel and the devil sitting on everyone's shoulders.
Like, you're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna tweak it a little bit.
Oh yeah. Hey, that sounds great. But what if we put sharks in that?
Kind of like when
yes.
Kind of like when Ric Flair
showed sharks with laser beams.
What? Kind of like when Ric Flair, put his arm around Vince McMahon and said, "We're partners," and Vince went, Speaking of Ric Flair, did you see the commercial?
Unfortunately. They play it on the fucking radio here. It's weird.
Oh, it's no better. He's so gone. He can barely read the freaking card. It's so sad. It's anyways. Back to the shoe. We got a very big shoe. Steelz comes out, and the crowd, big pop, comes down to the ring, and
he came out to get ready to fly.
He did. That's great. I don't know why they don't just give that to him for his WWE stuff, but that's whatever. That's neither here nor there. I think fans would dig it. But he's hyping up the crowd, and then it goes into kind of like the classic. Now, Bill and Alicia, who's the gentleman that passed away that used to do like the pay-per-view opens? He had the deep voice and he talked like this.
Oh, I don't know.
You know who I'm talking about.
Do I?
You know who I'm talking about.
The movie voice guy? What? What are we talking about?
Yeah, was it Barry Scott?
Barry Scott. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the first several pay-per-views and specials opened up with his so smooth,
soothing.
Yeah, his voice that always made everything sound
important,
just
bigger,
just the world's end is just it's just there, just huge, and so we got that kind of intro, and it was cool. We got a new theme song.
Yes,
we do not have Cross the Line anymore.
We're not crossing the line. We've crossed the line. We're on the other side.
So if anyone knows who does the theme song and what the name of it is, please let us know, because
you didn't Spotify that thing, J-Bone?
Oh, it's going to go right at the top of my list. I'm going to spend that all day like a TNA fan would. Buddy. There's an opinion. Tommy Dreamer should be fired. Wow. The hell did he? But anyways, all right. Like I said, you got an opinion? Drop it in there. We don't care, good or bad. We want to see all of it. I like the new theme song. Now, Bill, did they play it for you guys, or did you not?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was playing the whole time.
Okay. So you did hear it. Any
for those that go to live events, they even because they usually did right before, like, they kind of started the show for the live crowd, they'd always have a music video interluded with a bunch of footage, and it was Creed in the past. It's not anymore. It's a new video, and it's of the same vein of Creed. It's Nickelback.
What?
So they're not the theme song. I'm saying this is the, like, because Creed wasn't our old theme song. It was Nickelback now as like the hype up song going into the live events. So
look
at those phones.
So
good Canadian kids.
Hype song.
There you go. Great band.
But yeah, no, I like it. I'm a big cross the line guy. I've always been a big cross the line guy. But this one feels like, for a new era, it does feel like it was time to start fresh with something new. So I'm for it. Got to change things up.
Top, we own the night.
Right. I was a big fan of the Crazy Town one during the Billy Corgan era. I'm just saying. I love Crazy Town.
Of course you did.
I met Crazy Town.
Did you?
Yeah, years and years and years ago at a K-Rockathon. I got their autographs and pictures with the the blonde one.
Yeah. Yeah, he just died last year.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace. Man, love that band.
I do have to give a shout out here to Bonus Baby, who was at the show tonight, who I met in person. Good to meet Bonus Baby. Always good to see the TNI fam out in the wild, enjoying some TNA wrestling on a historic
Gotta get used
night.
to the new theme, says Swag Fan. It kind of sounds like a Linkin Park type of song. It's got that vibe to it. It's got that kind of, I don't know, like a modern rock. Yeah. So, but yeah, if you find out what it is, drop it in the chat. Let us know.
Kids will dig it.
So then we start out with the match. We get the entrances and then the feed. We lost the feed, but it was during the first part of the match, so we didn't miss too much. But it was the Hardys and Elijah, first match in over 6 months. Great to see him back. Looks in great shape. Versus Order 4, which is Mustafa Ali and the Great Hands. And of course, Tasha Steelz and Agent Zero. Excuse me. Special. All right. Special Agent Zero. And I'm going to say that every damn show. He's special, all right. He that cold stare from behind the glasses. He's just bigger. He's just Mr. Big and tall and creepy. Damn it. But yeah, what did you guys think about for what you saw of the match? Obviously, Bill, you saw all of it. Alicia, you and I saw part of it.
If you were watching on AMC, you saw all of it too. Those watching on AMC. And also let us know on a historic night like this, how did you watch? Were you watching on AMC via cable or through various methods of access to your cable? Or were you still watching on the TNA Plus app? Or were you trying the AMC Plus app? Or nefarious means hopefully not. But let us know how you were watching the show tonight. Hopefully you all were able to watch.
Go ahead, Alicia.
I am baffled by the Hardys entrance.
Oh, with the
live guitarist, but also the random guys taking selfies in the background.
Now that you may have missed parts of it. There was a lot of social media influencer stuff going on during the show tonight.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, yes. Fortunately.
Because there was a lot, obviously, from Perez Hilton, who I know people are talking about in the chat, from because obviously you originally saw B.D.E come out, but then there were some other influencers. They highlighted the influencers that were there, so that was a theme of the night. It wasn't it wasn't one of the most popular themes, but it was part of the. So that's what that was like. That
was the only time I ever noticed anybody walking out and randomly taking selfies behind the entrance, and it was a choice.
Yeah.
It's like it took away from the fact that they had a live guitarist for some reason.
Lead guitarist for Machine Gun Kelly.
Okay.
Machine Gun Kelly.
That's his lead guitarist.
Wow. Is it something is it some new kid or is it someone?
If you're asking me to give you all the he did.
In general. I don't expect you to give me all the answers.
He did the Star Spangled Banner on guitar before the show started.
Oh,
so he was introduced.
I would have liked to have seen that.
So he did. So the crowd was aware of that, And then like pretty much like there was the AJ promo right after that. And then it went into this. So he popped back out. So I think everyone in the audience was like familiar because they had just seen him. So, but I guess if you're at home, if they didn't announce anything over commentary or a little graphic, then it might be a little more confusing.
Yeah, it didn't translate well, but the guy was cool. I mean, it was cool. It would have been cool to see them played out with the guy with the guitar, but then I'm like, who are these guys? Are they celebrities or are they like sports people? Like I was a little confused.
I think they're like I said, like I think they're
clearing up that we're doing
like they were like people were asking for pictures and all. Like they're known. They're very well known. And I think they actually. Because I know they were sitting next to the guitarist at one point. They were saying,
was it a girl?
They were guys. It was just a bunch of dudes.
Did you watch the show, J-Bone?
I know.
We're
focusing too much on this.
I didn't catch that. I didn't see I saw a part of the entrance and then the feed dropped. That's why I'm like they were on.
That's what I'm saying, though, is that's the part of the entrance when my feed dropped is them coming out and these random people with the guitarist. Like that's all. And then I didn't get to see anything other than Jeff Hardy pinning someone for a brief second, and then it kicked me off the stream again.
No, because I looked at I Googled Machine Gun Kelly guitarist and Sophie Lloyd came up. That's why I'm asking because I didn't see it.
Did you say lead guitarist, J-Bone?
That would be the rhythm guitarist, wouldn't it?
I don't know. There's all I'm seeing is all this stuff about Sophie Lloyd. Sophie Lloyd. I don't know. Says that she's part of his band. I see nothing about anyone else.
I wonder if he was a former. I cannot give details unless it was Justin Lyons is who it was.
Oh, okay.
He was cool. Right on.
Interesting.
But anyway,
okay.
I would have liked to see the Star Spangled Banner, though. That's pretty.
I'm sure the footage is out there. Yeah, if there's any social media people out there, I'm sure that if
it's not on Facebook or Insta, I'm doomed.
Oh, that's right. You're not on the Twitter box.
I don't do that shit.
That's all right. So, okay. But yeah, so Hardy's and Elijah won. I'm probably going to go back and watch the match. But then when they were celebrating in the ring, arms up, and from behind comes Special Agent Zero. He takes out Elijah. The Hardys turn around. He clotheslines both of them. All three are down in the ring. And then out come the Righteous. It's like, oh boy, here we go. And at first they looked like they were like chasing away Special Agent Zero. And it was just creepy because they were like, come on, get up. Hey, are you okay? Come on, stand up. And then what's the other guy's name? Dutch? I almost said Butch. No, that's
Dutch. Yeah.
Dutch. So and I don't know what his finisher, if their signature move is called, but to me, it looked like a black hole slam, like straight out of Abyss's, cookbook. And I was like, oh, I like this guy. Because like I said, I've seen these guys here and there, little clips, never seen them in the ring together. So I have no clue what kind of chemistry they have. So I'm really looking forward to the Righteous in ring. I don't even remember what Vincent, thank you. I wanted to say Vinny.
Well, he was featured so little when he was here for the Ring of Honor No More.
Honor No More. He was always kind of in the back.
Yeah, smaller bit player compared to the rest of the team. So I'm excited to see them in this capacity. Although it's like the theme of the past couple of weeks has been fantasy booking ourselves into disappointment. And I feel like I definitely did it with this one too. Because I was like, wouldn't it be cool though if they just all became a cult? and
all these new cult members came out, and it's this person and this
well,
person. And
I feel like that
person.
would be a new layer to the Hardy Onion lore. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, suddenly we're a cult. Like these guys were really like into, oh, you're the Hardys, we look up to you. It's like, yeah, we're gonna beat the shit out of you, but it's to make you realize that you want to be our leaders, man. It's like I was definitely getting some Manson family vibes from that, so it was fun.
Give them the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
So yeah, beatdown ensues. The Hardys are down. The Righteous are standing tall. And then we go to Gia Miller is back with the world champion, Kaz. And Kaz is talking, and all of a sudden, Styles, AJ Styles, comes in off camera. And these two are just staring at each other. And then AJ Styles glances down at his title, glances back up at him.
Excuse me, bro.
And Kaz, we're all like, yes, make it happen. It's like, it's like, because in the moment you're like, oh, Santana who? It's like,
well, yeah, it's like it kind of takes you back 20 some odd years to these baby-faced youngins, AJ Styles and Kazarian, and when the beginning of the X Division and all that, and that's a storytelling in itself, man. That's history. Yeah. That's TNA fucking legacy you're seeing.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Mayor. Yes. Vincent padlocked Jeff's ear to the ring.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't have big old ear holes.
Yeah,
Jeff.
And
I was padlocked to the ring ropes.
And I was like, "Wow, it's been a while since we've seen that." And then, I was seeing it. The chat was helping me.
Don't try that at home, kids.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Well, number one,
stretch your lobes because
don't put a wrestling ring in your house. Number two, don't get chained to it. Number three, don't have lobes that freaking big. What the hell's the matter with you? Kids these days.
Ugh. Lobe how you want to lobe.
Yeah, sure.
It's free country.
Yeah, but it's still gonna stink.
Yeah, just it looks weird. Anyways, I'm like, wow, this hasn't happened to Jeff in a long time. And then someone in the chat said, yeah, it was 2018. It was Randy Orton. And they mentioned like what show it was, and I was like, yeah, okay. So I'm just going along with it.
Shit Randy Orton would do.
Yeah. So, John Palmer, it was icky.
Kaz.
When they like
zoom, or something,
they zoom in on it, and then it's like, oh yeah, because it's all stretched.
I've seen crazier.
You don't say.
Well, do you remember when Schlack got strung up with the flesh hooks from the chains? And yep, I'll leave it at that. It's a family show, but use your imagination.
Oh yeah, like I was around during the ECW era where they did much worse to people in the ring.
Yeah,
they like to set them on
extreme.
They like to set them on fire.
Extreme.
they almost scared straight Kurt Angle.
Yeah,
with a crucifixion in the ring. So
almost scared him right out of wrestling.
Yeah, that happened at the Blackcraft Wrestling show.
Oh,
if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
One of the all-time worst wrestling shows of all time.
Of all time. And I had the honor of being there.
And that was supposed to like be their big woohoo.
That was like their big hello world. We're a new awesome company because they were doing shows prior that were gaining huge traction. And then they did that show, and they called it a wraps after that. Now they have a t-shirt store and cafe in Salem, Massachusetts, and they're content.
That's it. T-shirts
Stay in
and
your
coffee.
lane.
That's it.
T-shirts and coffee. Maybe a little hot chalky on a Salem blustery day.
Woohoo! Hail
Colder
Satan.
than a witch's.
All right. So we continue. So it's like, ooh, where is this Styles stuff gonna go? Because it's like, you know, okay, we got him at the beginning. Ooh, that was nice. But my thing was, I'm like, who's gonna come out to interrupt AJ Styles? That's what I wanted. And then it went right into the intro, and it was like,
Gotcha.
wait, you forgot to have someone interrupt. No, I guess we're not getting that. Okay, anyways, we continue. So so next we get Santino and things, and this is where things start to get spicy. Santino's out there. And he's like, yeah, so lately, you know, I haven't been myself, and I'm sorry about that. At least he wasn't sad flannel Santino tonight. You know, he was a little
debut.
He was a little more chipper. He had a little more pep in his step. You know, that was nice to see.
He's getting over the betrayal.
No, I thought you were just going to cut into a Blue Chew promo. I'm like, are they a sponsor now?
Me?
No, J-Bone with the pep in your step.
What's Blue Chew?
I don't know.
Is that like a nicotine?
They'd have to pay us to talk about it.
Oh. That's what that
It helps you when you don't have pep in your step.
You could rise to the occasion with Blue Chew.
I never have to do that. But enjoy that, guys. Oops. I'm knocking shit over. Excuse me.
Well, maybe you should have some.
I gotta put my glasses on. Honestly, I'm blind as a bat. I don't know if you notice, I keep getting close to the screen and squinting really hard because I'm trying to read the chat.
So Santina's out there. Santino, excuse me. Did I say Santina? That's a sister. Sorry, we do.
Leave Santina out of this.
So he's like, but I have an announcement to make. I have someone that is going to help me with my job while I'm, you know, going through some life stuff, you know. And out comes, it says big letters, Daria Ray, the suit. And everyone's like, who?
SAWFT.
Yeah. Suit.
That's basically a play off of that.
No, he wasn't there. Well, no,
he wasn't there.
He might have been there.
Someone from Jersey was.
Yeah, someone from that promotion was. We'll get to that.
Someone with the copyrights.
But and I'm like, oh, okay. The artist formerly known as I love to say, Sonya Deville. So Sonya Deville shows up, and everyone's, because it took everyone a minute. Like, you know, it was like 3,000 Alicia's like, who is that?
Yeah, I knew who it was right away. Sonya's fucking dope.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the crowd knew who she was.
Yeah.
Because she was, I don't know how long that lasted when she was like GM or co-GM or SmackDown. But it was a while. Like
people
she had
loved her no matter what role they had her in. So she was pretty over. Even if they didn't do much with her at the company, the fans loved her. So she's very recognizable, I think.
Yeah, she was able
to make an impact. And now she's doing it again. And obviously she was involved with Invicta for a while. So there was a little cross promotion over this time frame where it's like she's going to show up in TNA at some point in some kind of capacity.
It felt like it. Yeah. And that was about a year ago when she did
feels
that.
Like it. Yeah.
because I know Invicta's kind of gone through some growing pains. They're kind of going through some, they're not as consistent with their shows as they used to be, apparently. But so that was one of the first things that Sonya Deville did in her following her exit from WWE. So now she's in TNA, and it's great. And she's like, she's talking to the crowd, and she's so thankful, and she's just bubbly. And then she just snaps out of that, and she's like, you know what we don't need? You, points at Santino. And it's like, oh.
I was like, yes.
It's like, oh, you don't criticize our director of authority. We love Santino. How dare you?
What's the sweet shit? You got a frog in your pocket?
But I was like, oh, as she went on with this, I was, the crowd's getting louder and louder. The boos are getting louder and louder. And I'm like, oh, they're in. They're already in this. Because if it was dead quiet, it's like, oh shit, okay, might not work. No, they boom. We got you, bitch. So, she's like, oh, and I didn't come alone. One of my first things as I don't know exactly what the title, co-director of authority or whatever. She introduces the artist formerly known as Cora Jade, or her indie name now back to what it was, Elena Black. And it was like, oh, this is interesting. We knew that she's been a free agent for a while, but she made the big announcement like, hey, I'm stepping away from wrestling. I'm going to do my thing over here with the only wrestlers thing, whatever. Like, my head's not in the right place for wrestling now, and whatever she all said, she was going through some issues. And it's like, okay, well, you're not wrestling. All right. You're doing your thing. Good for you. Well, now she's in TNA. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, I guess you're back. So, but just the fact that she's attached to Daria Ray, and I'm just going to keep saying Sonya Deville for a while because that'll help me with it. And, so it's obviously, boom, we all, oh, you're with her? Oh, we already hate you. Okay. So yeah, we got some new knockouts. So Tommy Dreamer obviously was, lying a few months ago towards the end of 2025 when he said in an interview, we're not hiring anyone. We just hired all these new people, all these new knockouts. We're not hiring anyone.
Well,
one or two. There's always a plus couple. Is
we
not
have
a big
seen when
deal.
a bunch of people left, so
but it's the end of the year. This always happens.
I'm not saying anything negative about it, but I'm just saying
but
names come and go. That quota.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple new faces.
Yeah.
It's like AEW, it just lost a bunch of people, and WWE did, and you know what I mean? It's just the way of the beast.
Right.
It's a revolving door, the wrestling business.
It's the evolution of the business. Yep. So then we get Santana backstage, and he's kind of mentally preparing himself.
Real quick.
Yeah.
You did skip a segment, though.
Oh, what I miss?
Nothing important.
Oh,
it was just the Hannafin and Raywell introducing the celebrities and the random people around the ring. This was clearly a pre-tape segment of the night, simply because there was no audience past what was small around them.
Well, it was on the hard cam side, like where the hard cam is. So that was live, I believe, because I remember. Well,
There
you know
was-
what, they were saying it because then Gia interviews they point them out because I think they were pointing out because obviously it was what the
It looked like it was just prior to the show. Like people were starting to file in.
Oh,
because
okay.
there was nobody in any seats outside because they showed around the ring and there wasn't anybody in that second layer, nothing. So that's all.
That was on the one side of the ring that had no people in the stands, and there was just people on the floor.
Correct.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, they were introducing the people from the show Darkwind, which their next season is starting soon. That's a show on AMC, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I just.
And I'll tell you what. After seeing that, and I like that. I was waiting even before the show started. Like, are we going to start getting like AMC promoted show like bumpers during stuff? And I'm like, I'm in. I'm gonna be catching that show. They're gonna get me.
Yeah.
Now, J-Bone, see, you were watching on the app. You weren't watching on AMC. But I heard from people that were watching on AMC because we talked about the lead-in and then what would be on after. And that was the lead-in was Denzel. Could you get any better than that? In the Equalizer
2?
Part 2.
Yeah, they did 1 and 2.
There was actually a countdown. During the Equalizer 2, there was a TNA countdown clock until it was beginning. During the end of Equalizer 2, which was very cool.
Okay.
So, like I said, I was talking to TNA behind the scenes people, and like if you've turned on AMC at all from like this announcement to now, but especially the holidays till now, you can't get through a commercial break on AMC without a TNA commercial. Yeah. Which once again, I said I think there was a brief window during the Spike era where it was on there and they knew that was their number one show and they were promoting the heck out of it. But then things went south fast during the Spike era. But I've never seen this type of promotion of TNA on a network ever.
Yeah.
Like, so a great start.
They're taking it serious, so that's what you want to see.
They're all in. From what I heard, ton of AMC people at the show tonight.
Nice.
So they came out. But obviously, you have stars of one of their shows that's coming back right now, showed up in person. That's exactly what we were saying we wanted to see. Like we're talking about, let's get Pinkman and like the ones from, but yeah, they got to promote the shows of today, and that's what they're doing. So I have a feeling you're going to see more and more of that, which I think is a smart move by everybody involved.
Yeah.
For sure.
So and we're gonna get more, new stuff from AMC. And they always have like movies that hits their AMC Plus app, and all sorts of specials. So why not? The promotion machine, just let it go. So they're all in on this. It's great to see. But okay. So then Santana. AJ Styles backstage, and AJ Styles kept it real, plain and simple. He was like, just win. And
gave the Adrian speech in Rocky.
It's Adrian.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
They did talk a lot of must have been a sponsor of the show was the new movie that's coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
And that's CM Punk's new vampire flick.
Phil Brooks,
a.k.a. Phil Brooks.
Just the Justin Long vehicle.
Yeah, he's in it too. He plays a cop. Punk plays the dirty cop / vampire.
Oh, it's
up your alley.
Is it a zombie movie or I was like werewolves, vampires? What's going on here?
No, it's just vampires.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, you
Night
know,
Patrol.
vampires are
Night
in
Patrol.
again now that everyone's over Twilight and all the damage it did on the blood-sucking category of horror.
Yeah, it's it looks like it's going to be a
Lost
lot of
Boys,
fun.
but okay.
It's nothing will ever top the original Lost Boys.
No, well.
Like you bring Corey Feldman back 1,000 times, it'll never.
Corey was only a bit player in the Lost Boys. Corey Feldman. Corey Haim was the real star of that.
He was my back then. He was my 1987. He was my James Dean.
There's only one Corey to me, and that's Haim.
Yeah, love Corey Haim forever.
The only Corey to be is 8.
But yeah, does look like a fun movie. It's vampire cops versus
not vampire cops. I was very confused. I was just like, "Oh, that's CM Punk. Oh, it's CM Punk again with fangs."
Yeah, yeah. Phil.
So I thought it was a werewolf movie.
No, it's so
it looked like a werewolf.
It's basically Justin. What's his name? Justin Long.
Justin Long. Oh, yeah. I almost didn't recognize him.
He's a cop, and he starts hearing about this special force, and he's like, "Yeah, I want in on this. I've been, working as a beat cop for a long time. I want to become part of this special cop group. I've heard of some really good things." Well, this group is vampires, and they go out and they start attacking what seems to be like the gangs in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So the gangs in LA are actually the good guys in the movie.
Yeah.
So they're fighting against the cops, but the cops are vampires. So yeah, it's interesting. It looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, they talked about this a lot. Phil Brooks, CM Punk got a lot of mentions. Then we get a commercial break, and they, for the commercial breaks, they would do this big pan out so you could see the crowd, people coming into the ring, and I'm like, who are these people? Because they're this big on your screen, and I'm like, who the hell is that? And I'm like, oh, and then I saw what looked to be someone in like a feather boa jacket or blanket or something. I'm like, who the hell? I'm like, oh, that's Mr. Elegance. So they're hiding
Mr. Elegance.
Mr. Elegance.
Need a big reveal, J-Bone.
And I'm like, and from what it looked like with the size in the ring, I'm like, okay, so yeah, that's that big guy that we saw a few weeks ago. What'd you say his name was? Dewey, the camera guy, Dewey, the production guy. And I'm like, okay, well, this makes sense, So they threw some sparkly stuff. They gave him a big fuzzy boa jacket or something, and that's going to be the reveal. But I just keep seeing this person like bounce around in the center of the ring, bouncing back and forth. I'm like, oh, this is going to be gold. And then I see the Elegance brand in. I see the girls. And then I see this person with pink hair and a green shirt. And I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, the Riddler is here, and he is on meth. Oh, no, it's Perez Hilton. My bad.
Come on, Perez.
If you saw the interview with Nick Nemeth earlier today on social media, you got a hint of what we were getting. And that was just a riot. Go find the interview. A lot of fun. I'm like, okay, so that was my introduction to Perez Hilton, because I've heard of him, but I've never seen him, his content, what he really does. But I know he's like an insider in Hollywood, gossip, covers Hollywood events. Okay, like a TMZ-ish kind of person. I see a comment here. I cringed that whole segment. Yeah, it was entertaining. So so this person in the ring is still bouncing back and forth underneath this big white feather boa jacket thing. And they're introducing Mr. Elegance. And all of a sudden, he turns around and reveals himself, and it is not Dewey. Oh my goodness, it is.
Oh, it was Dewey after he saw Dr. Finkelstein in Boca Raton.
Oh, let me tell you, there is a new series on FX and Hulu called Beauty. I think Dewey got the beauty shot, and that's who we got now. We got Mr. Elegance because he got the beauty shot. If you know, you know. So that's another series that's starting in another couple of weeks, starring Ashton Kutcher. It looks interesting, looks fun. But yeah, this guy has like 10 abs, all muscle, 1% body fat, and he is just nonstop touching himself all over. He is just it's a riot.
He's meat. He's meat for PMS.
And I'm like, and I recognized him, and I could not for the life of me figure out who it was. So I'm asking the chat.
Oh, I knew without even seeing his face who it was.
So you recognized him. Okay. So,
well, we've seen him on TNA before. If you are a sleuth, you would have. Well, he's competed well, and I know you won't, J-Bone, because I think he was on an episode of Impact. But okay. I think a couple explosion and security appearances.
Yeah.
I knew it. Security. I'm like, I know he's been there. I just can't pinpoint where.
Well, and it had to have been, and I know I've been following him for a while because I saw that I'm following him on Twitter, and I'm like, okay, then it must have been on a show, whatever.
Oh, yeah, something. Here, CJ is actually saying he lost to Cedric in June in Pittsburgh, and then Santana in Minneapolis back in September. So
okay. But yeah, if you look at his Twitter, it says the official page of Mr. Elegance, AZ, TNA wrestler, 26, drug-free, natty, online trainer, actor, national champ, bodybuilder, plus skier. So yeah, he's got everything going for him. But yeah, so as a wrestler, he's known as Andreas John Ziegler, AJZ, and he is Mr. Elegance, and he is just so full of himself, and it was a riot. And Perez Hilton is sitting there. He's, he can't take his eyes off him. I'm watching this segment back on Mr. Elegance's Twitter here. And then Mr. Elegance introduces the girls he's with. They all jump in front of the camera, and they're shaking their tushies. The camera comes down. Each rear end says AMC. I'm like, oh, that's adorable. Thank you. But
yeah, at first, because I saw Heather, and because I know I saw M, and she had the M.
Yeah.
And what? Ash had an A, right? So like you would. Ash M, but then Heather, I was like, why doesn't she have an H? And then it's a C. I'm like, they're thinking here.
So
they weren't just gearing; they were
enough for me. Alicia, what did you think of the segment, and what do you think of Mr. Elegance?
PMS and meat. Anyway, no, I love it because again, I think the Elegance brand is really campy and fun, and it's never a dull moment when you've got Ash on the screen, especially because she just plays into it so much.
She does.
Like it's definitely
Ash is the best
comedic, and they can back it up in the ring too. It's like
yes,
I think Heather and M really add and to the charm of it all, and I think it's just fun.
Yeah. So, Bill, you were there live. Number one, what was the crowd's reaction, and then obviously, what was yours to all this?
Well, I was loving it. I was loving it. And the thing is, it like once I saw like kind of him coming down, and I could recognize him just based on the look without seeing his face. I'm like, yeah, I've seen this guy before. Because it was either like it was one of two people, but and who knows, the other one was during that other thing, like but I think it was the same guy anyway. So, but no, they're like always Elegance brand is always great. And they did a good job of getting us. And I think they knew kind of what reaction Perez was going to get. So I think they knew he'd get booed, so they leaned into it. So kudos to all them figuring that out and leaning into it. But it was fun. They have been like they were the tag team of the year for the reason. And I think it was earned, and we'll get into it. I know there's been rumblings about the IInspiration. But right now on the roster, it does feel like the Elegance brand is the team that like you would have to go through. So no, I thought it was a good job, and I do like the Mr. Elegance. I think the idea was good for sure to do it, to have like obviously the beautiful people, cute Kip. I know people. I see John mentioning about Caleb with a K. Like,
yeah,
that kind of add to the faction. It adds another layer. Jay Vidal, like there was a lot of like you can add a little bit more where they can get some different involvement because obviously we're big. The Iceman's a friend of the show, and we're big personal concierge. And you saw it; he took a bump tonight.
Yeah.
But that's not his thing. Like he's not there to take bumps all the time. So by getting like more of a wrestler in there, it can add some dynamics to some of these things. And who knows?
They did tonight.
Yeah. And hey,
he Joe Pesci, what's her name?
Yes. and we got the official announcement, like intergender's coming back. It might be in a comedy. It might be in a comedy segment, or who knows. But it's going to be a little bit more. And you saw in the opener, you saw Matt Hardy like took care of Tasha Steelz. Like it was part of. He was doing the double. He did it like she just happened to be on somebody else when he did the move. But they're going to tread, I think, a little bit more where nobody's safe.
Possibly. Oh, because Tasha Steelz was up on the turnbuckle.
She got involved, yeah.
And then Ali got thrown into her, so she was on his back, and then Matt gave them both the double twist of fate. So
they're pushing the Ryan Nemeth versus Marshawn Day match that's coming up, right? Genesis
Saturday.
No, it's next week.
Oh. Okay, well, either way, they seem to be. That was an indicator that they're going in that direction because.
No, you're right. It is Genesis. I thought it was stuff that they were promoting for next week.
No, Feast or Fired is next week.
Correct. Yeah, that's
we'll get into that.
Yeah. How could they fire anyone else? All right, so Perez Hilton was a crack up, and they kept, once they showed him in the ring, I'm like, yeah, he definitely looks like the Riddler on meth. Yeah, green outfit choice. Yeah,
Perez put in the work.
He did. He did.
I'll give him credit. Like he pushed like he was on socials. He did the interview you were talking about. He got involved in a way in the match. Like I'll tell you, like. You could tell. I could tell from afar. He is a fan. So, like you could tell, like he's watched wrestling. He kind of knows, like when he was doing like the manager type stuff out there. So no, I give him credit. Anybody that's like outside the industry that kind of jumps in to do something, I'll always give them credit because they don't.
I appreciated him filming from the ringside because
Yes.
that like is on brand for who he is.
Very on brand. Very on brand.
And he was filming the Elegance crew though, and they were
Yeah,
posing,
he only cared about
they
them.
were moving to the camera. They were
Yeah.
posing. For
It's like
his
Ash is
so
like,
it was cute.
take a picture. Take a picture.
They
Yeah.
all play well. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we got Mr. Elegance is it's gonna be interesting. So he's got a year-long contract. So 2026 is gonna be his year.
The year of elegance.
We'll have to see what's next for him and the rest of his crew. But then that leads right into the Knockouts Tag Team Championship match because we get the inspiration that interrupts them and they get their entrance and boom, the match just starts. And similar to how the first one, yeah, boom, without the tough acting to acting.
There you go, John Madden. You know where we were going with it, J-Bo. You still got your wits about you from that non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, that's the great thing about this because I have no tolerance. If I had a beer, I'm just already half gone. So, but yeah, I can enjoy this and I can still be me.
It's a me. It's a J-Bone.
It's a J-Bone. J-Bone. No. But what did you think about it? We'll get into the post-match news in a moment. But first, what did you think of the championship match? The tag team knockouts championship match.
Go ahead.
I thought it was good. Like I said before, I thought it was entertaining, camp, on point, and the right decision. It's like Elegance brand it's the year of 2026, so it's Elegance brand on point.
Okay. And I do want to throw in here before Bill, we get your opinion. You and I talked about this, and I said something to I'm trying to think how I worded it. It's when we were talking about all the speculation of what could happen in 2026, what could happen with the Knockouts tag team titles, this match, and the current champions at the time, Inspiration. And I said something to the effect of, or I asked you, do you think they're going to stick around in 2026? And I believe you said yes. You thought they would. Now, I'm not bringing that up to say, well, you were wrong. No. I'm just bringing up the conversation because I was kind of, I don't know. You know, there's a vibe in the air, you know.
Are they in or out? What's going on here?
They are gone.
The Inspiration.
The Inspiration is gone.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So it came out from yours and my favorite, SRS, post-match that they are now free agents. They are gone from TNA and they might get a call from somewhere else.
Okay, well, that would only make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's contract season.
I didn't love this go around with them as much as their first run with TNA.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't, and probably no file of their own or whatever, but it's just kind of calling it in. I felt like they had more energy, more charisma and everything the first run.
Yeah.
I felt they were a lot more believable.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I
think they're really funny. I think they're a fun gimmick. I would have loved to see them dressed up as Team Rocket. Because that's the chaotic energy that they give. But good for them. Good wherever they end up. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. For whatever reason, and I'm kind of with you on this, and I don't know if it's just me, but it felt like before, like that first go around, they had a lot more backstage segments, kind of getting over their characters and all more. And this time it was just like, well, they kind of established that their first go around, and they're back. So I'm kind of with you on that, like where it seemed like they were champions, but I think that was because, like, and once again, there's always a division that's gonna be hurt with the limited amount of TV of 2 hours, and it's one where it feels like that's the knockouts tag, because once again, that's one of the newer divisions in the company still, that since it's returned. So, but they're obviously very, like, they're one of the most well-known tag, like, women acts in the business. So they're definitely a good, and they were, like, it seemed like they were promoted pretty heavily around the time of the AMC deal. But it feels like, just like some other ones, I know the rumblings back then were they didn't have, like, the extended contract. Like, they were going to have to come and talk numbers. And I feel like that's kind of a crossroads with a lot right now. And it's still like, and I'll say this, I know it's not going to be a popular opinion, but I've said this many times. The problem, because I brought up earlier, like, TNA had the Spike deal, which was, at that time, that was a great deal for a wrestling company to get. That's not. And because they had that deal, and once again, you got to remember, when you first get that deal, you don't get all the money from the deal immediately. You got to produce shows to then get money.
You have
I think a lot of people,
your contract.
You all of a sudden have this big cash. Now you can spend some money to make money, and
you get
like
a loan,
has money behind it. Like, you could get a little aggressive, but they're not going to go crazy. And we haven't gotten to her yet, but we'll get to her. But I am obviously a huge fan still of some of the previous ownerships as well. However, one of their big issues was the same thing, Jacksonville. That's why Jacksonville Dixie's a term, because you just spend too much. You can't make that money back. And it's not a slight on the talent. If the money's out there, go get it. Like, do what's best for you. But you can't, like, okay, you can spend some good money on your main event scene to keep some talent, get like reward, give raises, do all that. But if you're paying people that don't perform, that are literally in catering, main event money, just because you want them on your side and not another promotion that's competition, that's bad business.
That's bad business.
That like TNA was at probably one of its darkest times because they did that.
Yeah.
They had people making well into the 6 figures that they had no business of giving those contracts out. And I know, like, but once again, and then they tried to kind of, like, and I know a lot of people don't like that whole thing. It's like when Dixie did have to go to like AJ Styles and Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle and be like, I got to cut your salary.
Yeah.
That's all they could do. The books, they couldn't make the books work. They were overpaying everybody. Now, once again, good for there, but that's a short-term thing unless you're just fine with burning money. And Anthem is smart enough in business to know you can't do that. Like, you had, like, to burn money like that, like, you have to have an act that warrants that. And there's no way you have more than a couple acts, if any, that would warrant that type of thing. So you get creative, you make your new stars, and you reward those stars. But I think by what you're seeing now is they're probably looking at some of this and are going, hey, we want to keep you. Because we even know, like, it sounds like they were negotiating still with the Rascals. Like, they wanted to keep them. But if someone's going to throw a number that we can't do that because we were going to use you here on our show. That's where we have you in creative. And it's like, we think you're great at that. But they're going to pay you where we would have to have you here. Like, you be the one closing the show tonight. And we're like, we have other people we think should be there. So that's just what it is. So like I said, I think it's a good start on what they're doing. Not that we ever want to see any of our favorites go. But other people will come in. Yeah, but
that's the business.
if they were just spending money to keep people, that wouldn't be a good sign. I would
It's
say
not healthy.
that's a worry.
WWE was doing it, and then they had to do that a couple of years worth of mass firings, and everyone got so pissed about it. But that's just what happens when you decide that you want to have a bunch of bench warmers that you have nothing creative for them.
WWE has a ton of money. Like if anyone could do it, they could do it. But even they said because they have people to answer to, they have shareholders. Like they got it. They went the books. They don't add up.
And it's not fair to the wrestlers sitting around. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people who are in that career don't want to sit on the bench. They want to be featured, you know.
Well,
and so
you had the promo from Santana and Kazarian, where they pretty much said it. We're like we were both at that place that was kind of like sucking our desire, like because.
The life out of them.
We weren't able to do. Yeah, it was kind of killing us to be there because we couldn't do what we thought we were capable of. But hey, that's every job in every profession. Like you're gonna some people are gonna be like, you know what? I don't want to do this. I hate this. But guess what? If it gives me more money for my family and stuff, I'm willing to do it. And I think at this point there are obviously instances where people maybe go, it ain't gonna be me. I'm not going to be that person. Like I'll be able to overdo it. I have confidence in myself. And I feel even worse for them because I'm sure they really do. And they just don't get that opportunity, but some do. And great for them that they can push through it. But that's why, like I said, TNA, if you're there, they're using you. They're not. Well, now you might not be at the top of the card, but you are going to get a run. Like they're not just bringing you in not to use you. Which is a great incentive now that you are on AMC.
Yeah.
You're going to be on TV.
All right. So next we get, so congratulations to Team Elegance. You know, they got Mr. Elegance now. They got the Knockouts tag titles back.
Oh, wait, hold on. Jay, this Antonio Baker. This is a good line. I gotta highlight it because it's a good line.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't call him Jacksonville Dixie. I just called them the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's funny.
I don't get it. No.
If they were the Jacksonville Cougars, it would make more sense, but I see where he was going with it.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I think that's what he was getting at. So, but I think it was I'm a fan of wordplay, Jay.
Wrong wildcat.
It's still a wildcat, so I appreciate the wordplay.
Right. So then we get
start calling them Jaguars.
That's a better name, isn't it?
I think so. It's got a better ring to it.
It does.
Anyway, sorry.
All right, so we get a promo here from Ariana Grace with Stax. Stax successfully defended his title this past Tuesday against, what's his name? Shiloh Hill. I want to go back and watch that because this Shiloh Hill character looks like he's going to be real entertaining.
Who is he?
He's someone that came up from he was on that reality show, but LFG, the competition, where they had like Booker T, Undertaker, Bully Ray, their coaches, and they have certain people from
Tough Enough.
It's kind of like
what is the TNA one?
Gut Check.
Gut Check.
Gut Check.
It's more like Gut Check.
Yeah. It's reality TV. It's
I don't watch it.
It's a competition.
Gut Check.
Oh man.
No, because they never use anybody from Gut Check, so there's no point in doing Gut Check.
Well, even when they did, back when they had it, then all of a sudden it was in that era where they started getting rid of a lot of people. they were getting rid of AJ Styles. They were getting rid of Samoa Joe. They were getting rid of Kazarian and all the OGs. And then all of a sudden, they got rid of all the gut check people. Magically, all of a sudden, boom, all gone. Like, what the hell? And it just felt like, really? You did all this with all these people. And they're
what's funny? I learned something new tonight, J-Bone. I thought LFG really was just like less. That's what that was the name of the show.
That's what I know it as.
But
yeah,
multiple people said it's Legends and Future Greats.
It is.
Which
that's what they're
fucking go.
I'm very amused at that because I almost feel like, well, I know like Nick Nemeth pretty much does like every social media post LFG, and obviously I know Thomas Brady is big on the LFG, so I thought they were just like in our meme culture embracing that, but I was wrong.
They are not referring to the show. No.
It's like when people say goat, right? They're not talking about actual goats, which is what I thought for years.
You're like, what's so great about a goat?
Listen, I got attacked by a goat once. There's nothing great about goats.
They eat cans.
They headbutt. They have sideways fucking pupils. I could go on and on.
They nasty.
They're terrible. Cute as hell when they're babies, but they are foul, temperamental beasts that have no stability.
They poop a lot.
That's any animal.
Yeah.
That's a human. Humans poop a lot. What are we doing here?
I think J-Bo needs to talk.
I think you need some fiber in your diet, bud.
I wish
everybody over 25, you better be having fiber of some way in your fucking diets.
I had a pizza tonight with a lot of cheese. I'm in trouble.
Oh no, are you lactose? Wait, what are we doing here? This is late. This is what happens when we do a show at 1:24 in the morning.
Yeah, no shit. All right, we continue. We get the injury report. Thank you, Bioflex. Macklin is apparently out, and I know I'm going out of order here, so just bear with me. Macklin is out. Santana, damn it, I did it again. Santana, Mike Santana. He's hurt. He's not injured, but he's hurt. They talked about his left arm, or was it his right arm? Anyways, so he's wrestling hurt, and he is cleared for the championship match, but it could still be an issue. Angel Warriors are cleared from the attack last week with Danny Luna, but Myla Grace and Harley Hudson are out.
They got owies.
So, in my guess, they're fine. They could also be having visa issues. That's my guess. Just because it was mentioned a few times on the show. So, we go to break. We come back. Indy Hartwell is cutting a promo. She gets interrupted by the Elegance brand, and man, they're just like
they're on a roll.
Oh yeah. They're like, they got the gold. They got Mr. Elegance. Mr. Elegance can't stop touching himself. It's a riot. It's a riot. I thought
this was actually really funny because Indy's like, hi, ever since I was a little girl, it's been my dream. And then the Elegance crew grew up and was like, well, while you're dreaming about it, we're making that shit happen. And then she's just stuck to sit there and be like, well, fuck, like what? I'll fight you. I'll fight your mom. I'll fight anybody. And it's like, girl, you need to settle down and get your focus right. You're never going to win anything with that attitude.
Right. So next week on the next live episode of Thursday Night Impact, it's kind of get used to the full new name now, Thursday Night Impact, we are getting M, by Elegance versus Indy Hartwell. That I'm excited about. That should be good.
That should be good. That should be good.
Obviously, that's going to be a numbers game, so maybe Indy Hartwell will have someone with her in her corner. Who knows?
Yeah, she really hasn't for most of this run. She's been kind of like a solo.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to make her be friends with Danny Luna and Jody Threat and Zaya Brookside, but it seems like
they're very brief. They're flings. Flings of a friendship.
Again, fantasy booking myself into disappointment. I feel like with Indy, we got a lone wolf situation going on here, but she has yet to discover her lone wolf badassery. And so that's going to be her journey is embracing her inner she-wolf and just eventually maybe becoming a heel. I feel like it would do her well.
It was doing her well, like, because, and you look at what Danny turned that into, but like that feud with those matches, like that got Danny to another level.
Yeah.
But it felt like
it did give she needed.
Yeah, but it also gave Indy an edge. But they need to now, like, they need to follow up on it. It feels like, it felt like during like the holidays and stuff, it kind of not as much. So I that's something that would be great if they could, like, she did bring it up, like she kind of brought up, like, oh, that dog collar, like, still feeling it. So I think they might go more into it.
They should, but yes, they should.
Yeah, it would help her with a character. Not that she has to be like this hardcore crazy bitch, but
you don't have to be like a hardcore crazy bitch to be a badass character. You could easily be just like show up, fight, and put down, like
right. Yeah, like that match with Danny Luna really brought her up a few pegs, in my opinion. Yeah, so she just needs a little more of that.
Put her on a motorcycle like Tara.
Ooh,
give her spider or something. I don't know.
With the head to toe leather or no?
Gotta have the helmet for you can't tell who it is.
I'm not saying like a crotch rocket bike though. I'm like I see Indy as more like a Harley Davidson kind of gal.
Totally.
Give her an aces and eights vest.
We had Bully tonight.
We had AJ.
And we had AJ. He played a part.
And I feel like Santana would pull a vest off pretty good.
Well, he does do a vest now. He's a vestman.
He totally does.
I talk about fantasy booking myself into disappointment. That's going to be the theme for the 2026. Is just
you'll take West Briscoe and Garrett
We're not going to get it, but it's
like
there.
And Nux, you'll get Nux.
Oh my God!
This is Bailey's. This is Bailey's in a shoe. This is as close as Bailey's as you can get without getting your eyeballs wet.
There you go.
That's booking.
All right, now we got Santino talking backstage about Danny Luna is not. Oh no, this is an in-ring segment. My bad. He's talking about Danny Luna not being available for Genesis because of visa issues, which is a huge bummer.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of us were looking forward to Danny Luna versus Lei Ying Lee. So, but he brings out the Knockouts champion, and she comes out with Zaya Brookside, right? I believe she's out there with her.
Yes.
Yeah. And so then it's going to become an open challenge kind of situation. So then it's like, oh, well, okay, she's still going to wrestle on the show. That's great. Who's going to fill the shoes? Now, earlier in the chat, someone said in the live reaction chat, said Sol Ruka and Zarya are backstage. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, maybe, whatever. But now there was a thing in NXT.
Future title shot at the knockouts, tag titles, and they're in
Right.
match.
There's a match that's going to happen between the women's tag teams on NXT, and the winner is going to face the Knockouts tag team titles. So I'm guessing that's part of it. And then it became Sol Ruka came out with Zarya, and I love that team. I'm very impressed with what they've been doing in NXT. Sol Ruka was banged up for a little bit. It looks like she's better. And Sol Ruka kind of took the mic and she was talking about the open challenge. So it's like, oh, here it comes. It's going to be Sol Ruka versus Lei Ying Li. Then all of a sudden, Sol Ruka takes a couple steps back and says, this is why it's going to be you, Zarya. And Zarya was like, excuse me? What? What are you doing? She
That
did
kind of
not
surprised me
expect.
because when they came down, I thought it was Zarya the whole time. That was gonna be it. I didn't even think.
Well, that's how their entrance goes. It starts out with Zarya looking badass, and then out from behind her comes Sol Ruka like, hey, the surfer girl. So it's kind of like two odd ducks together, but it works, So it's going to be Zarya, and Zarya was like, oh, hell yeah, okay, that's fine, I'll take it, thank you. So it's going to be Lei Ying Li defending her Knockouts World Championship against Zarya at Genesis. And I'm like, let's go. I'm very excited about that. Zarya, I haven't seen a ton of her stuff, but man, she's she is intimidating. She looks like quite the badass.
She looks like a road warrior.
She is. Yeah, absolutely. Next generation. Let's go. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. And then we get more Santino. He's talking to Cedric Alexander, and still on this visa issue thing. Leon Slater is not.
Should have got an Amex.
Yeah, right. Leon Slater is not going to be able to wrestle at Genesis. I already talked a little bit about the speculation behind that. But yeah, so then Cedric Alexander is like, well, then what's going to happen? Santino's like, don't worry, you're still going to get your X Division championship shot whenever Leon Slater comes.
And Moose better get
back.
one too then.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's going to get, yeah.
Going to have to be working Leon heavy when he's back.
Right. So he's like, but we are going to get someone in the match between you and Moose. He's like, I don't have to say his name, but it rhymes with, and I can't think of what he said, but it rhymes with, rhymes with Flo Schnendry or whatever. He said some goofy name, and then all of a sudden, Cedric Alexander's phone starts to play the Joe Hendry theme and looks at it, and there's his face. So we got Joe Hendry on the show. So and they're both like, wow, how did that happen? But yeah, so it's gonna be Moose, Cedric Alexander, and Joe Hendry at Genesis 3-way. So that should be a heck of a match. Looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
System comes out. Very, very promo heavy part of the show here, but like I get why you had to scramble, you had to do certain things because certain people couldn't be there, so they're kind of doing stuff on the fly over the course of a few days, figuring shit out. What are you gonna do? But the system comes out and they're talking about the match that's going to happen at Genesis. It's going to be Dango versus Eddie Edwards. But there was something weird about it, and I want to get your guys' opinion on it in a second. But as soon as they came out and they all got jackets on, I shouldn't say all. Moose didn't have a jacket on, but Myers, did you steal his jacket? Did you steal Moose's jacket, Bill? What did you? Bill, what did you do? Oh, shit. He's going off camera, folks. Do you have... Uh-oh, we lost Alicia. Do you have a system... Oh, you have a system jacket, Bill? Are you the new... You're the new member of the system?
You have to tune in to Genesis to find out.
I guess. There's Alicia. She's back. Oh, hang on. Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a little soft. Get closer to your mic.
I'm talking really low. Sorry.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
There we go. There we go. Okay, so Bill just revealed that he is the new member of the system. Hold up the jacket again so she can see it. Because I said that Moose wasn't wearing a jacket.
No shit. Really? You are
have to watch Genesis to find out.
very lucky.
I will confirm or deny anything that I am or not.
It's Bill is something else, folks. Bill is something else. Be nice in the chat, all right?
Settle down. Simmer.
So some people are really fired up. Anyways.
Oh, it's fine. You know it's getting big when people are fired up.
Yeah. I giggle at some of the reactions. But that's okay. Like I said, just bring it all. Drop in the chat, good or bad, whatever. I did say that. We're getting it. Anyways, the system is out there. And then they're talking about the match that's going to happen at Genesis, Dango versus Edwards, and Dango gets a little emotional, and he Mayor says, Bill, don't let AJ Francis see you wear that jacket. It may not be money.
Yeah, we didn't get to it. Yeah, but AJ, he was on the complete other side. I was like, AJ, why are you over there? You should be over here.
There you go.
This is the first class side.
Right. Uh-oh. But yeah, so Dango's talking, he's getting emotional, and he says, Eddie Edwards, I just want to tell you, man, you're my brother. I can't wait to fight you at Genesis. I love you, man. I love you. But there's something off about this whole thing. Because right before he said that, they all came out. And like I said, they were all wearing jackets except for Moose. But Moose was pretty much off camera for the whole thing. He was just kind of there. He didn't say nothing. This was between Edwards and Dango. Dango, as soon as they got out there, he took off his jacket and kind of tossed it behind him. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then he started talking. And I'm like, this whole thing feels off. Like I get that he's been emotional and everything. But what did you guys think about this? Like, am I overlooking this, or does this feel
I
weird?
think JDC said he ain't going out like no Punk.
That's right. He ain't no Punk, J-Bone.
Okay.
My opinion is of the sort is that he's running the long con. He's Johnny fucking Curtis, for Christ's sake.
Whoa.
He's a character.
I just need a character to be intelligent enough to pull a long con. I just need that in wrestling. It's the perfect place to do it.
More should do it.
It does feel like something's going on.
People can't handle that
fishy,
kind of storytelling.
Smelling a little funky.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about disco dancing. I'm talking about Johnny Curtis. The weirdo with the band.
Let's get weird.
Break out the shirt.
It looks like he had a new shirt on too, though.
Yeah, they're selling it on the site.
Fantasy booking myself into disappointment.
Let's get that freaking shirt on.
Yeah, swag fan.
TNA.
He told Eddie to pull the trigger or he will. It was getting real. He went there.
It went there. Like Degrassi. It totally went there.
There's that Degrassi thing.
I just feel like I'm being punked here. It's always felt like a punk. Something never felt right. And I want to fantasy book him not leaving, okay?
You're
Maybe
right.
That's what it is. I am in such a deep denial that he's retiring that I'm just like, it's impossible.
JDC
you
for
can't
life.
retire the snake. He's a
But he already
snake.
talked about like he's got to be introducing the new member next Thursday.
He said next week
or to whatever he's got going on. Was it vague?
He said the system.
Well,
it's going to be the new member of the system.
That doesn't make any sense. He could have just stayed in the system.
So he's got responsibilities now.
I feel like I'm being punked.
Well, we're gonna find out next. I think we're gonna find out at Genesis, honestly. But here's
That's what Saturday.
Saturday, yes.
Okay.
But here's the shirt: "The Last Dance of Dirty Dango, stooging the boys since 1999." Is he stooging the boys here?
Oh, I like a good stooge job.
Yeah. It's interesting. What's nice is it comes in different colors: maroon, black, navy, purple, and dark chocolate.
The Last Dance of Dirty Dango.
The Last Dance. Dun, 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 dun. All right.
I wonder if we'll see some people from Dango's past.
Oh, we have to see.
I refuse to buy it.
This way, at least it's not.
Well, you already got one Dango shirt.
Listen. That's why I'm scared to admit that he's going because I bought the shirt, man. You know what happens when I buy a shirt. That's why I won't be buying any more shirts.
Yeah. So yeah.
Don't wear my Van Halen T-shirt. The band's gonna break up.
They always listen. I wore the Van Halen shirt a couple times, and all the bands broke up. Okay,
take off my Van Halen shirt.
I listen. Half of my current wrestling shirts, they're not even in the company anymore. Like it's so hard. It's so hard.
That's part of the being a wrestling fan. If you get shirts,
it's just a
the lifetime might not be
stab to my heart and twisting the knife and taking my goddamn t-shirt money.
I still have the neon yellow Taya Valkyrie cartoon shirt.
I have her logo there.
Yeah, I have local wear too.
It's still one of my favorite hoodies or sweatshirts.
Yeah.
I got a
Good stuff.
T-shirt. Did I get it? What else?
Taya, where
But
did you
Kyle
go?
had like full fits.
Oh, he went full gear. Like he had the whole.
He was a
You're right.
number
He had a
one
fit.
supporter.
Well,
He had
that gear was
like
slick.
couple different.
He did.
Head to
He was an early Loca supporter.
He was.
We miss you, scumbag. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the protective custody. Yeah.
He's busy, man. Always busy.
Yes.
Busy boy. Busy boy.
So, and then that leads into the main event content. Carlos Silva comes out.
Well,
and,
before we get to the main event, J-Bone, real quick, because just a couple things. I don't think we mentioned it because like when Gia was doing her thing and introducing like the celebrities and all, Candice Michelle sighting. Was that on your 26 TNA bingo card?
I did not see that. She looked great too.
Yeah,
and
I
said,
well,
I popped
at
for
one
that
point. I looked over, like when AJ was over in that corner. I'm like, that's Candice Michelle over there. And then with the next, I'm like, all right, my memory's good. That is Candice Michelle because I'm like,
she's been retired for several years, so it is interesting.
It's been a while. Yeah, so I was almost like, is that going to lead to something?
But she was my favorite for many years because
she was the women's champion. Like she was the featured Divas era champion, right?
Yes, she comes from the Divas era, but she's also Milwaukee's own.
Oh, there you go, J-Bode. If you can get a Milwaukee reference.
There you go. No flow slam tonight, but you did get a Milwaukee reference. So, but yeah, she looked great. In fact, she had her retirement match in Milwaukee.
Oh, that's
against someone that we were just talking about, Tara. Anyways, but Carlos Silva comes out, and there's a bit of a nostalgia feeling in the air now, and he says, this company wouldn't be where it was back in the day if it wasn't for Dixie Carter. Out comes Dixie Carter, and I'm like, man, it mixed offerings from the crowd, a lot of boos, some cheers, some boos, maybe a few more boos, but I'm like, man, if anybody's popping right now, it's Bill, because Bill, the other night when we were going off the rails on all the what ifs and speculation, maybe Russo will show up, and all this stuff that we were talking about. We had so much fun. Bill got a sweet Auntie D. I'm like, no way. So she comes out and she's talking.
They said it wouldn't happen, J-Bone. They said it wouldn't happen.
Right? You were crazy. You were labeled as crazy, Bill. What do you have to say?
They were saying, get the straight jackets. Well, this would never happen. It was up there with my Tessa Blanchard return, my AJ Styles return, and now it's the Dixie Carter return. So they're thrilled to see it. Kudos. Not only do we see it, it's current president Carlos Silva bringing her out. And then kind of like the little cherry on top, like obviously EC3 would have been, but now it feels like that's in play, that she showed up.
Yeah.
An angle with EC3 is in play, it feels like.
Possibly with Bully.
Well, but that Bully was kind of like the little cherry on top with obviously putting her through the table as one of the most infamous Dixie Carter moments. I thought was really something. To play that. Obviously they hugged it out, but It was. I think it's just another sign of like all this stuff in the past and the direction that Carlos Silva and his team are going from.
Yeah.
Recognizing the past, but not letting that influence that they can't do things.
Yeah.
It's once again, it's professional wrestling.
Yeah.
No matter what you think, bridges never really get burned in wrestling.
Right.
Like you can always go back. You can always find a way if it's good for business. And I think no matter like once again, that this company's still around has a lot to do with some stuff Dixie did during that era. Now, did she make mistakes too that almost cost the company? 100%.
Sure.
But in the end, she sold it to Anthem. She forced that sale to Anthem instead of other places it could have went. And guess what? If it went those other places, I don't think we'd have our deal on AMC today. So I give her a ton of credit for that. Like, wasn't perfect, but we're talking at how long this company survived. It's outlasted ECW and WCW.
Yeah.
Like that's this little engine that started to where it is now and where it's been over the years and nobody thought it would get back to it. It was a nice full circle moment that I thought was like, they didn't have to do it. I was hoping they'd do it. And they did. Like they didn't have to recognize Dixie. But they're like, when he started saying, oh yeah, someone from Texas that did this. I'm like, oh, is it? Now the only thing I was waiting for the Dixieland theme, but that was obviously much more heel. Because I think still like the people that are familiar with Dixie are all familiar with the EC3 Dixieland type era, where she was the heel. Like she was the heel, like she was the Mr. McMahon of TNA. She was Sweet Aunt D that isn't so sweet. But still, and this is another reason, and I let that kind of override things. One of the nicest people. Like in my interactions with Dixie Carter, she just goes out of like when she was running things, she'd go up to everybody before and after shows and like say hello, take pictures, like just she wanted like and once again, I think like Carlos Silva is in that same model, and I think that's a key for people in charge because a lot of times you won't see people that are high up in things that get heavily involved and want fan feedback and all that. But TNA, I'll give their credit. A lot of times over the years, they've done that. Like multiple people that have been in charge go that extra mile. And I think that's why they're so successful. They have such a devoted fan base. And and there's other companies that do that to different extents as well. And I think that helps them succeed.
Yeah. Alicia, what did you think about the return of Dixie?
Just a simple nod to old time fans. Like if you weren't around for Dixie's era, you weren't really going to get the segment, and it lured out a bully appearance. Yay, hi, and good to see you, Miss Sweet Dixie. And I'm glad you didn't go through a table this time.
Yes. There you go.
I like to play it up though.
Is your nephew?
Where is he? We need the nephew.
We're waiting.
It would have got lost on tonight's show. Like I want, but I didn't like. As we got into those the last 24 to 48 hours, I was pretty convinced. Like a week ago, I thought there was a real shot that he would show up, but it felt like it could be like this was Santana's moment. Honestly, it was the debut, and it was Santana winning that title back. You don't want to get a ton of other stuff that will get lost in the sauce. So I think that they did that well. So, like I said, if it's me, I'm spreading things out. I'm getting like a big surprise at Genesis. I'm getting a big surprise in Albuquerque. with a live follow-up show. And that's like I said, I feel in my mind Albuquerque is the EC3 return.
Yeah.
And maybe with Sweet Auntie.
Yeah, I look at it like this is a perfect opportunity for EC3 to attack Bully if we get another Bully appearance. You know, if he stays on commentary, that felt like he was all right out there. But it's one of those things where, yeah, they hugged it out. And Dixie Carter is one of those, yeah, I'll forgive you, but I'll never forget. And that's where EC3 comes in, and then
I felt like she was even like doing like a little hand to like the back, like kind of like her. Oh, I remember that table.
Yeah, that or hugging him and crossing fingers at the same time. Like I'm doing it, but I'm not really doing it. So yeah, but yeah. So then he comes down to the ring. Hannafin is, and Ray Walter all excited. Bully Ray's out there, and then it's main event time. Kaz comes out, Santana comes out, and this is where things get interesting. I'm constantly looking at the clock. How much time is left? How much time is left? Okay,
you couldn't help it, right?
I couldn't help it because I'm like, okay, we got 20 minutes. Okay, we got less than 20. Okay, now we got 15. And Santana's typical heel exits the ring right as soon as the match starts, or it hadn't even started yet. But he's doing, he's kind of messing with the fans. He went up to sign guy, took all of his signs and threw them all over the place, stomped on them. Sign guy, oh my God, look down. I've never seen him look sad in my life. I've seen him angry. I've seen him happy. I've seen him excited. I've never seen sign guy look sad. He just looked at him like, you threw all my signs. It's like, now what the hell am I supposed to do? Yeah, how dare you? And Kaz is kind of making his way around the ring. And this is when I lost my shit. I was like, he's walking around. He's kind of interacting with some people, getting in the face of others. And all of a sudden, he's on the hard camera side. And he passes Zilla Fatu. And I went, oh, that's Zilla Fatu. He's there. He's crossing the line. He's gonna jump the barrier versus.
We've mentioned his name over the past month or so.
Yeah, like he could be a guy that would show up, in this.
And that's the thing. I got to give Zilla a lot of credit. Like when we saw like the stars from AMC, AJ Francis, Candice Michelle, Zilla Fatu was in that same row further down. So, and Zilla Fatu was there the whole rest of the show. Like he wasn't just like brought in and like show him on camera and he goes away.
See, that was the first time I saw
watching the whole. But yeah, like that's because he wasn't meant to be seen,
right?
But since all those other stars were there, I figured this has to be an angle. Zilla Fatu's getting involved at some point tonight,
right?
Never did, which is really interesting.
He behaved himself.
So is that though going to turn into something on Genesis? Because there's definitely going to be Zilla Fatu. He's doing something in TNA.
Yeah.
This isn't just like fourth rope. It could be a combination of both because he's obviously still representing their brand, but he's playing a part in TNA more. I don't think that was just like, hey, I'm there to support my friends and take in a good wrestling show.
Well, I'm seeing certain people show up in certain indie shows and that are getting featured in like main event of this show and that show. And I'm seeing like, Santana's over here doing this. This person from TNA is over here doing this show, doing this. And I'm like, and they're wrestling this free agent. And they're wrestling this free agent. Someone's wrestling Cross over here. All this stuff. And I'm like, here we go. Could be a little little nuggets, things bouncing around the indies. Could be something, could not. Who knows? But Zilla Fatu there, and we mentioned it. We were excited when we saw him at, was it Slammiversary, right?
Mm.
He showed up with Enzo and
Josh Bishop.
Josh Bishop, thank you. And I was like, well, that's a motley looking crew, but it was still exciting to see, them show up. But then we didn't hear nothing for like the longest time. Well, now is the time apparently. So let's see what happens. I'm not going to speculate anymore on what he could do or whatever. We'll see. But yeah, so Kaz and Santana finally get in the ring. I'm watching the clock tick down. Where's Nick Nemeth? Is someone else going to show up? Are the lights going to go out? All these things. And I'm just getting more and more excited. But what did you guys think about the main event?
Go ahead, Bill.
I think I'm happy in one aspect because it played out straight. Like straight as straight could be. Like it wasn't filled with shenanigans, although there was a dusty-ish finish. But I want to give a shout out because I know I've already seen some online rigmarole about the finish because it was a great back and forth match. It was a great match for a TV match. Like this was obviously it was on Genesis originally. This was a pay-per-view level match. And they brought it. It was a great match.
And he gave it a good amount of time too for TV.
Yeah, gave it a lot of time for TV. That's why when they first went to it, I'm like, oh, it's going to be shenanigans central because there's so much time left. But no, they gave a lot of it that time. Like it's like, oh, are they leaving time for the calling your shot? Is that why? But no, they just kept on going with the match. But obviously you had a ref bump to senior ref Daniel Spencer, and so you thought, and then obviously it looked like it's over then. But obviously there's no count. But obviously you have the belt being used by Kaz, but he can't take it there either. But then you had, and this is why I saw people jumping on near the end, there is a 3 count. There's what looks like a 3 count. And I know this has come up
so close.
This is what's come up lately in wrestling. I feel there's been a few of these instances, like on WWE, I think NXT, where how that should be done, where maybe the ref hits 3, but somebody gets a shoulder up. And what do you do in that situation? Because like Daniel Spencer's going 2, and you can tell it's a red tie 2, but it's obvious that Kaz gets his shoulder up. But his momentum kept him to the 3 because it was so close. He hit the mat. And then most people are like, they just hear that mat go, and they're like, that's it. The match is over. Santana, new champion. And but Daniel Spencer was quick to be like, no. Two. Like, but it was that because it was that tight. But I see people going there like, but what? That should have been the end of the match, and then just have a blatant shoulder up. No, the officials should always go through with that. Like, you go one way or the other. But you don't change the result because of like an accidental like hitting like the mat because it's so close. Like, because if not, because here's the option, and this is what I don't like. The referees that I'd rather see it because you're so close and you just don't do it, but if you occasionally hit it, as opposed to the obvious, like going halfway and do like the jitterbug with your hand because like you're never going to hit the mat. You're never going to let it get that close. I love the officials that will take it that close, but that's the risk. But no, I thought it was a great job. So, but no, the match was great. But I will say I thought somebody might show up during this match that caused some trouble. Like maybe a debut, maybe like, and we got after we talked about that. We got the play-by-play from J-Bone. If you want to not watch it on Twitter or social media and
yes,
hear the vocals of the Bone Man telling you what happened after the show went off the air, you can do it in real time. But no, I thought it was like I said, I felt like there were a few things they wanted to hit, and this was Santana's night. And I think they achieved that very well in the main event.
yeah. Alicia, any thoughts?
I thought it was fun and exciting.
Yeah.
And appropriate ending. It's like I feel like it took it off him too soon, and he deserves a little bit of a longer run.
Oh, absolutely.
And it looks like he'll be getting that, unless they're gonna hot potato it, and wouldn't that be funny?
Oh, hot potatoes.
Could be. I mean, we talked about how much it can damage the championship and or hurt the company if the championship hangs on someone too long.
We talk about it all the time because it's been one of my pet peeves for years. You got to pick and choose the long runs, and you can't have every new champion be a record-breaking champion. Like or as far as holding, because then it gets boring and long, drawn out and predictable, and you can't.
You beat everyone, now what?
Yeah. Well, again, and then it brings up the conversation of, well, why do you want your roster to look so weak?
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, but Santana wins and beats him clean, and that's how the episode ends. Roll credits. No live TV cash in, and we talked about what happened with Nick Nemeth afterwards. That's on social media. You can go check it out. We talked about it. But yeah, very interesting. I felt overall they did what they could, given the situation, that they couldn't have certain people there that are key individuals of the company, like Danny Luna and Leon Slater, unfortunately. But hey, it's not the end of the world. Things, real life happens, unfortunately. It does affect the company, that affects wrestling, and it's not like they're gone forever. They're going to be back. It's just you got to dot the I's, cross the T's about all the paperwork that's out there and whatever. So, but yeah, that's the show. I dug it. And I've seen every opinion under the sun in the chat. Thank you. Some good, some bad. Hey, that's fine. Some felt
no one seems to be indifferent.
Yeah, it's
strong opinions.
Yeah,
it feels like the Howard Stern line, like it's where it's so many people listen to him because they love him, but then more people hate listen to him. So it feels like that and that was before. Like, I think you're going to see it again. I think people are going to be surprised. I know J-Bone was getting a little crazy with his what he thought the ratings would be, but I think it will be a very good rating because I think there are hate watchers out there, hopefully, giving them ratings. And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe you change their minds.
Yeah, I think you're going to have the ones that have been watching for a long time that have watched this, the little engine that could, and finally get to this point, and we celebrate that. You're going to have ones come back that haven't watched in a long time that are like, hey, it's finally on a channel I have, because that's all we heard for years. Oh, I don't have that channel. I don't have that cable package. I don't have this. I don't have that. Where am I going to watch it? Whatever. Well, now it's in front of 60 million homes. That should make a
big.
difference.
It's big.
Of course, we say that it's in front of 60 million homes. You're not going to get 60 million views, but it's just saying the odds are better.
Yeah, and just once again, I know we kind of talked about it, but I think everybody goes into this show like you're expecting a pay-per-view type show. That's not what you were going to get. You got to remember, a lot of these people are not familiar with the weekly show. They're not familiar with a lot of the people on the show. So you were introducing the show tonight to a lot of people. So it was a little bit of a different, like I said, that's why I kind of started out. The first thing I thought they did really well was highlighting the X division in that segment, the knockouts in a segment, the former world champions in a segment, because I think they were introducing, it's like, this is professional wrestling on AMC. Here's the characters. Get used to the characters. That's why it wasn't match heavy. But the matches you got, that main event was a pay-per-view quality main event. And the Hardys, like that was a nice opening match. Like that's, I think, exactly what you want it to be. And then you have the biggest star this company's ever produced in AJ Styles kick off the show. Like, to me, they're hitting. They hit everything they needed to hit for the night.
Yeah.
Now, once again, could you ask this and that? But I understand what they're going for. They were going to an audience. Once again, that's not us diehard TNA fans. But it's the people that could enjoy that. But they were going beyond that. They have bigger goals.
Yeah. You sound like you had something to say, Alicia.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just pointing
I'm just looking at the time and turning it into a pumpkin chip. So
I got you. Yeah.
We went a little long.
Yes, you better get that serotonin up, buddy.
There it is. I was waiting for a serotonin reference.
There you go.
I forgot I did that.
That's a great throwback. Where's Raven? Who was the third guy in there?
It
Michael
was
Shannon?
and Johnny Devine.
There you go. Oh, serotonin. I love the outfit that Raven wore. Kind of they have like a white top hat and some kind of.
We've got into fashion with J-Bone.
Was it his Clockwork Orange era?
Kinda, sort of, yeah. So, but yeah, I felt the show definitely, gave us some surprises that we certainly, we speculated everything and anything that could have happened. And the stuff that did happen, we didn't talk about that. That's interesting. So I feel like they're just going to build on that from there. And we'll see where it goes. Genesis is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it Saturday night. And probably give a review after it. But we'll see how the night goes because I know I got to work that night till about 8 o'clock. So I'm going to miss a little bit right off the bat. But we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, thank you everyone for tuning in. Looks like we had some great numbers tonight. On your way out, make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you this weekend following Genesis. Much love, everyone. You take care. We'll see you soon.